So yesterday's Warframe patch didn't just buff the Stropha gunblade, it also added colorblind UI filters to help out colorblind players, it also added shield gating to companions, and it also buffed Protea, our newest Warframe, so she is in a much better place than she was before. Now this is her in action with those changes against level 100 plus enemies from a Kuva Lich level 5 mission. Much better than before, like I said, and these are the changes that she has been given. Her sprint speed has been increased, duration and range of both of her grenades has been increased as well. Her shield grenade count now has been increased from 3 to 4 grenades, so everyone on your team can have one unless a pet picks one up, in which case get stuffed Billy, no shield grenade for you. They have doubled the damage of her shrapnel grenade, so more slash damage being put out. Her blaze turret has seen its duration increased by a whole 1 second, and the damage has also been doubled, so the multiplier of that blaze turret will now scale in 1s instead of 0.5s. I've seen mine hitting a 20 times multiplier on a very large group of enemies. For the first 3 seconds she casts her temporal anchor, she will also be invulnerable to damage to stop her getting killed in the middle of that cast animation. So reading all of the patch notes is all well and good, right? Sounds great, but what way does she actually perform? How good are those improvements for Protea? She deals a lot more damage with the grenades, definitely does, and especially with the turrets as well, but she will need to use the full amount of her abilities to keep momentum going. Her dispenser is definitely her best ability, and it is needed for a constant supply of energy and of course health as well. She is a very energy hungry Warframe, since you need to be constantly popping down grenades and those blaze turrets as well, but her dispenser should have you covered on that front, if not then a little bit of efficiency. Her shrapnel grenades are a really good source of a constant stagger against large groups of enemies, and this allows you to, I guess, have more than enough time to clean an area with either her blaze turrets or with your weapon of choice. You will need to drop more than one turret at a time against high level enemies that are heavily armoured, but the changes are still nice. The damage scaling up, and even though it's only 1 second extra duration, it does deal that bit more damage and you do notice it. Personally, I still think I would have preferred her turrets to work in a similar way to Vauban's flat jet orbs, which scale off enemy level and not just having a flat multiplier for each consecutive shot. But then maybe she would have been too powerful, maybe being able to drop multiple turrets at the same time that scale off enemy level would have been too much. I guess we'll never know. When it comes to her temporal anchor as well, personally I don't like it. I don't like it as an ultimate ability. It does work really well in combination with her dispenser, putting it down, then reversing time and still getting to, I guess, use that energy before you reverse time, or to instantly get your health back up if you've taken too much damage. It's quite nice. Other than that, not really a fan of it, not really a fan of the visuals and of the sound as well going backwards, but that's just a personal thing. Now, just to follow up on yesterday's video on my Stropha, on the gunblade, on the buffs that it received, when I showed it off in the video it had a known visual bug on the screen which looked as if I had multiple buffs for weeping wounds and things like that on the screen, but that wasn't the case. It is just a visual buff as far as I know. So just to clarify and to show it off, I will leave you with some fresh footage showing off that gunblade against high level enemies without those buffs on screen, just to show that it is a really powerful gunblade right now. Like the video or don't. Have a great day. Or don't. I'm only joking. It was said in the comments yesterday. Sub or don't, and as always, thanks very much for watching.